Ladies and gentlemen, when Raw goes off, turn us on. We are your Monday Night Raw recap show. I am the OG Fit Kid, Thomas Montalto.
And I am the Booker Man of the Coming Down the Aisle podcast, Mr. Boney Khan.
And as Tyson says, it's Monday night. You know what that means. Tyson's here. Our number one guy.
Tyson's always here.
Tyson is the friggin' best, man. Tyson, thank you for always supporting us. I know we always thank you, and that'll never stop. So another episode of Raw in the books, and it's kind of funny. I'm going to just say this straight up front. And we got young Anthony here.
Whoa.
Respects the Booker Man. The Booker Man. That sounds like the Boogeyman.
I respect you, Booker Man.
Do you respect me, Anthony?
You're not the Booker Man. I'm the Booker Man, Tom. All right. I'm Boney
Khan. We got the dude from that thing also here. I love it. I love all you guys. So like, I'm not gonna lie. All week I was looking at like Instagram photos and Twitter stuff. Oh my God, we're gonna get Sheamus versus Lashley, and what was the other match that was advertised all week that looked kind of good? Miz versus Morrison.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, it sounds like an interesting Raw. Both matches were canceled.
It's like they took like dice with people's name on it and threw it up in the air and said, "Let's see where it lands."
not a bad move, young Anthony. Not a bad move. Man, you guys are the best. I want to go read you something before we get started. I'm going to PW Insider, the site of Mike Johnson, who is the best wrestling journalist out there, because he does not report crap. He comes through and he checks, he verifies his stories. And where is it? I just want to read something that was posted on PW. Here it is. PW Insider earlier tonight, I guess from about 15 minutes before Raw went on the air. Okay. And guys, this is the only wrestling site I really go to for news because of how well they verify their stories.
Yeah.
But this is what was posted by Mike Johnson tonight at 7:46 p.m. Earlier today, the plan was for Drew McIntyre to challenge Damian Priest for the WWE United States Championship to open Raw. There has been a lot of switching around plans, and tonight's show, including where segments would be placed and what has been described as a crazy day. So stay tuned to whether or not they move forward with McIntyre versus Priest. Obviously, they didn't. And how are you supposed to put on a solid show when the boss is coming in and he's changing things right up to showtime? I don't get it. I mean,
that was my first instinct when that first promo. I'm like, wow, they're heels. Maybe
I didn't know young Anthony likes girls. I'm joking.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
Come on. Don't do that to Big Tony.
Me up. He gave me an underhand.
He really did.
Big cat meatball. I'm so sorry. It's my sense of humor. Yeah, like, come on, guys. Let's get with it. Do you think Tony Khan is, and not to compare, because I love WWE. I have for 40 years, and for some reason I still do. But do you think Tony Khan is sitting there 10 minutes before a show starts, rewriting things and changing where it's going to go in a show? I don't think so. We got Tyson Trevino joining in. Oh, we got my buddy Nick Storm review here.
Nick Storm.
Man. Oh,
from
man.
Down Under.
Oh, man. Damn, I love it. I love you, young Anthony. You could take it and you bring it like good boy.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Anthony. I'm glad I made you laugh, at least. I was hoping I didn't offend you. The one thing I will say about tonight's show, it's like Vince was listening to what Mike Belcaster had to say. Shout out to the great Mike Belcaster. There was a plethora of matches tonight.
There was a lot.
Let's count how many matches there were right now, okay? We had Rhea 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 matches, 9 matches in 2 hours tonight. Much better than the 4 matches on SmackDown last week.
Right. Yeah,
the
was
Wonder from down. No, the Wonder from Down Under. The Wonder from Down Under. I can't wait, Nick. I cannot wait, man. I
Yeah.
enjoy you. You're entertaining. You're funny.
Yes.
So, so we start off with this promo tonight with Damian Priest comes out, and it's an open challenge, and then comes out Sheamus, and right away I'm like, what the hell? He's supposed to be fighting Lashley.
Yeah.
You thought the same thing, right?
Yeah, I was like,
And
okay,
then,
what's happening here?
and then Drew McIntyre comes out, and then I get more confused when Lashley comes out. Okay.
Yeah.
And then for some reason the idiots are chanting. I mean, the fans are chanting for Goldberg.
For
did you
Goldberg.
catch that? Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It was actually 3 hours, but who's counting? But
I was, because I was waiting for it to be over with.
Oh my god. Then RK Bro comes out, and then we got Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville, and they wound up setting up the matches, which were totally too much. Really, it was totally not what we were expecting tonight.
Right.
But
it was,
the promo
was good. It was a good difference. I was like, okay, I could feel this. So
I agree with you, Nick. Wait, which part do you think was good?
Just that though it was different. Like it wasn't like, kind of kept me on my toes a little bit, because every week it's like, okay, here we go.
Okay,
let's read the writing on the wall.
Let's give them credit, because we'll give them credit where it's due. It wasn't a repeat of last week's show.
Right.
Have they been watching us? Have they been listening to us? They didn't even do Miz versus Morrison, young Anthony.
No,
they didn't.
No.
We'll get to that. Don't worry. So, like, again, that was something I was looking forward to finally see those two come to a head. Well, I mean, the promo did seem kind of messy. I like that they seem to be putting some faith in Damian Priest, though. I think he has something to offer. Right. I really do.
I believe that too. Yeah.
Okay, so then we go on to we have Ria in the first match, Ria Ripley versus Shayna Basler. What is that? How is Raw better than the shit show SmackDown I sat through? I'm not saying Raw is better than SmackDown. Maybe tonight's episode was better than last Friday's, and if that's true, it would be the first time in a long time.
It was okay.
I mean, it was an okay show.
It's close.
It was. I mean, I honestly, I wasn't there for the SmackDown recap. Mike Belcaster had some big shoes to fill, and he did a great job. But I didn't mind a women's match on SmackDown, but I felt like it just went spiraling out of control from there.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Okay, Rhea versus Shayna.
I thought it was a good match.
What do you think?
I thought it was a good match. I don't understand Nia Jax. Okay.
Oh boy.
She needs to go back to some training. Like, she's so reckless.
I was gonna save that for her match, but I don't disagree.
Like,
I mean, even my wife was watching it, and she's like, "What is this?"
It's not even like her being stiff. She's just like reckless,
sloppy. She's sloppy.
Yeah, the way she threw Nikki Ash at the end of the match, like into the barricade, just no regard, and the way she kind of hit Rhea from behind, it looked kind of ugly. Like, I mean, I don't know. It just, but I thought the match was actually pretty good.
You know what? Here's my problem with the match. I'm looking at it, and I know, because we've seen these women in NXT, and I'm like, if they would have been allowed to do what they can do, the match could have been even better. You're talking about two badass women wrestlers in there that could have blown the roof off that place if they were allowed to. And they didn't do that. And again, it's not, they're working with producers, so they're only doing what they have to do. And they did the best of what they were given to work with. Mm-hmm. But I'm so tired of seeing Nia and Shayna. Like, I thought we were over that.
I think Shayna's tired of it too, because she seemed very lackadaisical when she came out.
Yeah.
Like, she just kind of usually energetic when she does the little spade sign, and it just was not. She was just like, I'm here.
Yeah.
And I don't know. She just, that's one thing I noticed, but I thought, the match was good. I tell you what, usually those second segment, that's actually what I have in my notes. Usually those second segment matches aren't very good. And this was better than better. Better than normal. Yeah. She will. She's badass. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. It was an okay match. I didn't hate it. Like I said, I just felt like those two could have had an amazing match if they were allowed to. So then we get the Viking Raiders next versus Veer and Jinder Mahal. And I'm like, okay, great. They're going to bury the Viking Raiders to these guys. But no, we got to see the Viking Raiders go over. Again, the Viking Raiders are just a watered down version of what they were in NXT. They were so good in NXT. They're such a physical tag team when allowed to be. I'm glad to see them get the push here. But unfortunately, the way the tag teams are booked in WWE, I don't feel like it's going anywhere. Like the tag team division just means nothing. Like we went from one tag team just thrown together with AJ and Omas to another one winning the belts with AJ and Riddle and not AJ, Randy and Riddle. And I'm not complaining because I love RK Bro. They're actually entertaining in the show that's usually not. But like I just want to see, same thing that the FTR, the Revival, was fighting for, was just to make tag team wrestling relevant. Like if you go back to Rampage last week, again, you had that awesome match of Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus versus Santana and Ortiz. That's a tag team match. That's a tag team match.
Right. Yeah.
Is that Mark Sterling? Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Well, so and if you go back, head over to Turnbuckle Tavern, the Friday interviews with Thrasher, and he said it best. He said tag team wrestling is great whenever your partner, you're actually friends with your partner. And you're not thrown in. You don't have two wrestlers where you're thrown in together and like, okay, here's a team. We have a lot of that in WWE right now.
Yes.
The Viking Raiders, of course, are obviously an actual team.
I'm trying to think of other ones. The Usos,
Street Profits. That's really about it. I mean, that's really about it.
Sad. Yeah.
And then I mean, they had a great tag team division a couple of years ago. The Authors of Pain in there. They had, of course,
but even then they just weren't used right.
No, they definitely weren't used right. But I mean,
having two tag team championship belts waters it down.
Yeah, it really does.
I mean, that's part of the problem.
Mm-hmm. If you think about like the late 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s Attitude Era, you think of great tag teams: Dudley's, Edge and Christian, the Headbangers, Legion of Doom. I mean, there was just such a great division, but there was one title. We're all fighting for one title. Same thing in the early 90s. Demolition, British Bulldogs, Heart Foundation.
Yeah.
One title, It wasn't until this brand split where things kind of got watered down,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it happened with the first brand split, and it's happening again. Like I said, the first brand split was a mess that they finally got rid of it, and they're just doing it again. Again, it's the Viking Raiders could be such a dominant tag team if they were just allowed to be. Love the Viking Raiders, man. They were the what was the name on the Indies? The War Machine, right? War
Machine. Yep.
Yeah, man. And if you go back and watch the NXT work, so different.
It's good.
So different. So next way we go to a triple threat match. We get Damian Priest versus Sheamus versus Drew, and I tell you, pretty decent match.
I thought it was really good, actually.
It was physical, very physical. Not going to complain about this match at all. Corey Graves at the end even said he can't wait to see Priest and Drew McIntyre fight again soon. Don't worry, Corey. We'll probably get it next week.
Well, I think it's probably leading up to it, to be honest with you. But I do like how they had Priest go over on Drew McIntyre. I thought that was a big statement win right there.
But here's my other problem with this match. After the match, that the handshake after a match doesn't feel special anymore. you remember years ago when it would happen? We'd be like, "Oh, that's so cool." They do it too much.
Yeah.
Disagree? Agree? What do you think, people?
I mean, I think it was. I see your point. I don't. I guess I don't have an opinion.
100%. Bingo.
Otherwise, yes, definitely. I guess I don't have an
100%.
opinion either way on it. I mean, they're both two pretty popular baby faces, I would say. Within the WWE world. It is what it is. I mean, WWE is going to always stick to their formula because they think that's what it works.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
But
I just would rather see that as for special moments.
I see your point too. It's just like, right.
Yeah. Then the other thing, you have a triple threat match. Okay, we've seen McIntyre versus Sheamus how many times before? You could have broken it up into like two separate matches and made it two different matches: Priest versus Sheamus, Priest versus Drew.
Yeah,
2 different weeks might have been a better way to go, in my opinion. But
maybe.
that's just me.
What is it? When is Extreme Rules? Do we know? Is it coming up pretty soon?
But Anthony, maybe if it was just 1-on-1, but considering it was also a 3-way. I don't know. Just my. I just remember like when it would happen at a WrestleMania, and then it like, oh, that's cool, and then you get goosebumps. In the middle of a Monday Night Raw, Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest shaking hands,
like Brett versus Bulldog.
Yes, exactly.
At the end of SummerSlam,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. See, we still got like 4 weeks till Extreme Rules. So they should,
because we need those weeks to recover after SummerSlam.
Yeah. But they definitely gonna have to. I think what they need to do is but they're not gonna do it. Take this idea of Drew versus Damian Priest and put it on the back burner for a week or two, and then come back to it. And that's the beauty thing what AEW does. They don't throw out a match just for the sake of having a match. They may have promo. A promo, like for instance, the Miro. Let's say Miro versus Eddie Kingston. They haven't had like a mixture of tag team matches each week to build to this, and I'll only choose that match because it's a secondary title, right? In AEW, what they've done is, hey, let's hear from Miro real quick, and then Miro throws out a little thing. Maybe Eddie Kingston will throw out a little something. We saw it Rampage this week. They kind of fought, to lead up to All Out. Maybe they just pull it out, have like a Damian Priest promo one week, and then a Drew McIntyre promo the next week. And that's all you need. But the problem is you have 3 hours to fill. That's the problem.
Yeah, 100%. But Tony Khan, sorry, wrong Khan. Blasphemy. Nick Khan wants Raw to be 4 hours. No,
you can't do that.
By the way, did everybody notice Boney Khan's awesome shirt? ProWrestlingTees.com/Tavern.
Yeah, so real quick,
that's an awesome shirt, guys.
I had teased I was going to wear this shirt.
Extra Cooler designed it,
but ooh. I said, you know what? I'm with the OG Fit Kid. I got to wear this one. I'm going to save this one for the Tavern. Hang out at the Tavern. So
come hang with us on Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Hanging at the Tavern. We're going to have everybody there. We're even going to sneak Anthony a drink. Young Anthony, we're going to put some hair on his chest.
Whoa. Whoa.
So, but yeah, so you know what? And Extra Cool designed that shirt. And right now we have a bunch of other new shirts up that Chad designed. They're awesome shirts. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Tavern. You can see all of our shirts. Support us.
Pick up the Boney Khan. Pick up the Boney Khan.
Yeah, we got a Boney Khan shirt. And also coming down the aisle has their PWT store.
That's true.
Okay. So next thing we get is a Goldberg promo. Are you sitting down, everybody? Are you sitting down? Wait. I'm gonna shock you all.
Uh-oh.
I didn't hate it. I absolutely didn't hate it. I mean, I'm not saying I loved it, but it's something different from Goldberg, not coming in and just challenging for a championship, not his who's next. It was something different. And, I just didn't hate it,
Well, here's the problem though. Okay. Here's the problem. You have limited matches from Goldberg, right? So he comes in. Let's say
whoa,
they.
whoa. Do not go confusing what I said, and don't put words in my mouth.
It's gonna end
is
up in the dirt sheets.
hate it. I didn't hate it. Oh, I'm getting booed from the dude from that thing. Oh wow. Okay.
So the problem is he has limited matches. I thought he was out of matches out of his contract, but
he's 2 a year through next year.
Right. So what's going to happen though? So here's what I can see. I think they're going to throw him like $1 million to go out and fly out to Saudi, have a little match, and he may become champion, may not. I don't really know how that'll work, really, to be honest with you. But he won't fight until 100%. Next year, until you get to the Royal Rumble, because then it'll be a new year. So, okay, so he's got 4 matches. No, so that means he has 2 matches left. He has 2 matches.
Yeah, he's only wrestled 2 this year. His contract was for 2 a year. I don't think he has 4 left. I don't think he has 2 left.
I don't know. It's just
the best thing about the Saudi pay-per-views is I never watch them.
Yeah,
they usually just throw away pay-per-views,
and like, especially for how they book them, it's just they're stupid. They're ridiculous. And if I'm a wrestler, I wouldn't dare want to go on one of those shows. Oh my especially God. What happened last time.
If I was in WWE and they're like, I hear they don't force you to go, I'd be like, great, because I'm staying home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And if not, future endeavor me.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me go to AEW.
Yeah.
Or NWA. By the way, NWA had a great pay-per-view this weekend. So
a solid weekend for NWA, and the Ric Flair comment was really awesome where, he said to Billy, when Billy said to him, "You're Ric Flair, you can do anything you want," and he said he hasn't heard that in a wrong time, and it's so true.
Right.
Ric Flair had become a watered down version of Ric Flair. Like I think that's the WWE formula.
Well, I think WWE was scared what he was going to say.
Probably
after his little debacle with JR.
Yeah, I don't care about his son. I don't care about Goldberg. I just said I don't hate the promo. I didn't hate it. That's all. So, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was happy to see. So, I was happy to see what happened to Gage.
I want to. Yeah. Oh, I was happy for that. Yeah. Listen, maybe Gage wants to be the one good Goldberg wrestler in the family.
Oh my God.
So I give credit to a 15-year-old jumping in the ring and taking a friggin' full Nelson from Bobby Lashley.
Right.
But that Ric Flair should be Ric Flair, and he should be treated like Ric Flair. So I mean, and I'm glad to see that he left, and he's popping up everywhere, and good for him. That's what he should do. Mm-hmm. You know what, Ric Flair, don't sign a contract anywhere. Just keep doing this.
Right.
In my opinion.
Yeah, because people are going to pay him. So
exactly. So then we saw Reggie for a minute. Who cares? Not me.
Yeah. It was stupid.
Let's see Reggie wrestle in a ring, and that's it. There we go. We get Gage Goldberg versus Nick. I love it. Oh my God! I will supply the pizza cutters.
Yeah.
Listen,
the pizza cutter and the light tubes.
Young Gage didn't do anything to me, so I don't hate him. I don't. I'm not going to hate on a kid just because I don't enjoy his father.
Oh man!
So we got that. Okay, I take it back. We're back to 8 matches. I had Eva Marie versus Doudrop as a match.
That's not a match, and it's officially not a match, and it was officially horrible. Can we stop and leave Doudrop alone? Let's call her Piper, please. Let's start a movement. We want Piper. Hashtag we want Piper.
I don't even want to call her Piper because of Roddy Piper, but let's call her something other than Doudrop.
Doudrop.
Oh God.
It's horrible.
Oh God. Yeah.
It's horrible.
So tonight you get Karrion Kross versus Humberto Carrillo. What did you think?
Boring.
Boring? I thought tonight was the best that Cross has looked since being on the main roster.
But why should I care? Why should I care about him beating up Humberto Carrillo? Who cares?
You shouldn't, but this is kind of the way he should have brought up in the beginning. Like he should have come up and been dominant like this.
I agree, but
built him up to this. Like you don't have him go through what he did, and now he's doing this. That part doesn't make any sense.
Here's another issue. Okay, so a lot of times they say, well, you know, the NXT brands for the hardcore viewers, and you know that people don't know who Karrion Kross is, right? So we got to build up to the main roster. To me, that's bullshit. Okay, because if you look at the numbers, you have about probably 500,000 to 600,000, which is a lot of people. 500,000 to 600,000 people that maybe don't know who Karrion Kross is, right? That don't watch NXT.
Maybe.
Right?
I don't believe that.
But maybe, right. But that means you're over half of your viewers know who Karrion Kross is, and you're just trashing him. You know, he's a former NXT champion. He should have came in, gone for that United States title. That's what he should have done.
He should. You don't call up a guy who's the champion in your. I guess we can call it developmental. I think that's what they are today.
Right. I don't know.
You don't call him up as the champion and bury him like you did. Like it just the pattern makes no sense.
Let's have
now he loses the title, and now let's make him dominant. Go figure that.
Yeah, let's have some good match. Let's put him against Drew McIntyre or.
But you know what? Not yet, because I don't want him to go against Drew yet, because I want him to be built up into being this a guy who is going to be like, oh my God, this guy's good. I can't wait to see him fight somebody good. That's how you build these guys that are coming up that are supposed to be your next generation. You don't bring them up and put them right into matches with the big guys. You know, like you had Malachi Black over in AEW. He destroyed He destroyed Cody in one match, and now he's beating up Brock Anderson. Yeah, Brock Anderson.
Right.
Like now he's gonna beat some lesser guys, and then until either Cody comes back or he gets in a match with somebody else. I hope we get a Malachi match at All Out. I would like to see that answer this week.
Yeah. So. I think we'll get that answer, but it's just, and then why is he already all of a sudden loses the title and becomes a gladiator or some BDSM stuff?
Some demolition cross.
Yeah, I don't like why do we care about this? Like, why do I need to care about this?
They didn't develop it. Listen, they should have started with vignettes like they did in the old days and let us see him.
Right, exactly.
Like the guy had a gimmick that worked.
Right.
And Vince is trying to reinvent it. You don't reinvent the wheel, Vince. Like, it really worked.
He's a great intro with the bird coming through in the background, you know.
I don't know. Intro. I missed the old intro.
Where's Starlight? No, the old ones. Yeah, the old one's definitely better. But it's this is still good. You know, I mean, it could be when used properly, but there was no reaction to him coming out. You never heard that all factor like whoa, this is Karrion Kross. People were just like, you know, had their hands in their lap. You know, it was just pathetic. So there's just no reason to care about him, and I hate to say that about the guy because he's talented as hell. So
he definitely is Demolition Cross. No, it's not Wednesday night.
Oh man!
Exactly. Give me Killer Cross. I agree with Nick Storm. Nick Storm is correct. Like it wasn't broken. Don't change it. It worked. Why?
But they can't use the word killer, but they can have Logan Paul on TV. Got it. Cool.
Talk about killer. Maybe they're hesitant to push him because there's no crowd reaction to him. Not necessarily his fault.
No, it's not his fault. It's the way they've.
But if you build him up, maybe you could get him a crowd reaction. Listen, when Keith Lee came up, he had a crowd reaction, and when he came back.
But here's the thing: we talked about that weeks ago, young Anthony. Young Anthony, we talked about that weeks ago. Whenever he lost to Jeff Hardy, I mean, you don't lose to Jeff Hardy. You know, in your debut match on Raw, it's just, that's what killed it. You can't have Killer, but Logan Paul's on too.
100%, Nick Storm. 100%. It's the bondage gear. Well, if he was with Scarlett, well, you know.
Well, you know.
So then we go to the next match, which was Omas versus John Morrison. Because John Morrison, I'm so excited. John Morrison's finally going to go on a singles run. He's free of the Miz, and they ruin it. Yep. They ruin him. Like, why was I excited for him to go on a singles run? If this is what they're going to give him, why can't we see the John Morrison that was in TNA or that was in Lucha Underground? Why can't we see the guy that's actually going to go out and wow people?
Because they have to be in control on who's going to get that push and who's not.
He beat Karrion Kross and he beat the other guy.
The other guy.
The other guy from Cedric Alexander. Yeah.
Yeah. But John Morrison in WWE just has never gotten that push. He deserved to be WWE champion back in the mid 2000s, or I'm sorry, well, not mid 2000s.
I know
late 2000s.
Yeah.
But they just turned him into kind of a comedy gimmick like they do now, So
you're right. Yeah, right. And then so we get that match with Morrison. Oh, did I skip over the Nia Jackson Charlotte match? I wanted to talk about.
Actually, first of all, that was actually interesting, I guess.
I mean, it was such a sloppy match. That's what my wife was sloppy. Like, oh my god, like Nia. I guess she's safe because she's Rock's cousin.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking.
That girl can't work. There was like if I agree with that. If Charlotte can't make you look good, then we got a problem.
Right. It was terrible. And I guess she's going to get a push.
We got two Nick Storms? What's going on here? I'm so confused. Oh, it's the Twitch Nick Storm. Wow. Do I like YouTube Nick Storm or the Twitch Nick Storm better? Wow.
Awesome.
Wow, I'm blown away. We got it's like Undertaker versus Undertaker here. Everybody say hello to Nick's evil twin. She's so sloppy, and then you have her beat Charlotte. Like WWE and having their champions get pinned. Why? How about this, WWE? Get rid of titles since they mean nothing to you.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I know that's the dumbest idea ever, but I wouldn't put it past the WWE.
But the way they book their undercard stories so horribly. The perfect example right now is the wrestling women's division.
Yeah, I don't know, Anthony. I don't know who's got higher stroke back there, considering what they keep doing with Nia.
I mean, it's clear like Nia has got either it has something to do with her being the Rock's cousin, or she's got some dirt on Vince. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe she knows what was in that envelope that when Shane McMahon came back.
That was greater than all the Nick Storms. Oh, that's funny. What? It's just terrible. She was so sloppy. At one point, you could see in the match when Nia was against the ropes and Charlotte came running at her. Charlotte had to step back and go slow because she could tell Nia wasn't ready to catch her and do the thing and pick her up on her shoulders, and it was just terrible. She's terrible. She's sloppy. She hurts people. She hurts herself.
Right.
Like it's time for her to go practice somewhere. And because I don't want to see her hurt somebody else.
Right. And I was willing to give her a benefit of the doubt after those few times. Like, look, hey, it's not ballet, but it's now to a point now. It's just like it's embarrassing. I mean, look at what happened a couple months ago with my hole. Like, come on, like, jeez.
Yeah,
that's so embarrassing.
Charlotte to AEW, man. I don't know if they would be pushing her. I don't even know how long her contract is. And if
I
it's
want to say
true, with Dave
it's coming
Meltzer,
up.
if I've tried to find it, I can't find it anywhere. I know. Sami Zayn's contract's coming up very soon. But if she truly has the largest guaranteed downside of the contract, which is what I hear, or Dave Meltzer reports that, she's walking on a fine line, because sooner or later Nick Khan's going to be like, Vince, we could save $1 million.
Yeah. Let her go work with her daddy.
Yeah, and her boyfriend. She hurts us. She does hurt us.
Yeah,
She is. It's sad how terrible she is. It really is. And Vince sends other people. Vince sent Keith Lee to go work, and he doesn't see how terrible that Nia Jax is.
Right.
Like I just don't get this poor old out of touch man. So then the main event was the main event. I think, right? That's what we're up to. Let me check my notes. Apparently,
no.
I'm skipping things.
We skipped one.
I skipped Xavier. Damn, Xavier again shows how good he is. I know AJ can make anybody look good, but man, Xavier looked so good tonight. What do you think?
He did. He looked good. I'd be interested to see what's going on with Kofi. I mean,
yeah, he's not clear to wrestle from.
I don't know if it's an injury or if it's COVID related or what. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I sure hope he's okay.
I do too. We all do.
You know, I'd really like to see Kofi back. But see, here's the beauty part, right? Kofi hasn't been on TV since Money in the Bank, and
that's true.
In that short while, we're clamoring for him to be back. You know, that's why AEW works for a lot of fans right now.
Yeah,
because they take those wrestlers off TV for a little while.
Where is Keith Lee? He came back with a terrible run. They didn't do a damn thing with him. I like how my shirt. I like how the sparkle shows through on the shirt. By the way,
ding, ding, ding,
it looks
ding,
pretty
ding.
cool. Like, come on! Like Keith Lee could be so over if they just let him. Can you imagine if Keith Lee went to AEW, what they'd let him do?
Man, imagine. The one match.
Remember what?
Keith Lee versus Miro. Good God Almighty!
Remember what he was in NXT? It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, he was amazing.
Versus Dominic Dijakovic, some of their matches were just friggin' amazing. Yeah, we love that. It's the same Scott Hall gear from SummerSlam. So,
yeah,
I guess he just wants to get his money's worth out of it.
Right. Yeah. Well, they're supposed to do like an NWO thing.
Yeah, but Kofi wasn't there.
But Kofi's not there. I don't know if Big E's gonna be a part of it or not, but
no, I don't know if it's still gonna happen now. It was supposed to be one of the gimmicks at SummerSlam. That whole little thing that happened, it was supposed to be them as NWO. Right, exactly. They have already dumbed down Keith. This is not the same Keith Lee that was in NXT.
Right, yeah.
You know, right before he went out, he had an awesome match versus Sheamus where they allowed him to do a little more of his stuff before he got sick for the 6 months and he had the heart issues. So I don't know. It's just sad that, again, no Jeff. Give Jeff Hardy another run. The guy could still go and be entertaining. So next we got the main event, which was RK Bro versus MVP and Lashley for the tag team titles. And to talk about it, were they poking fun at Kenny Omega tonight when Lashley was like, I want more belts, and Riddle's like, how can you wear more than one belt?
Yeah, possibly. I forgot. I didn't even pick up on that till now. But yeah, now that you say that,
you're with the staple here, the OG Fig Kid. Nothing gets by this guy.
It was a solid match, but I do like how they
screwed Keith.
I do like how they they did book out a little bit outside the box tonight, which not
class
that far
action lawsuit. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. It wasn't far out. It wasn't too far out of the box, but it was a little bit out of the box. So I mean, it was a good match. I was kind of expecting, Bobby beating them for the titles. Honestly,
Oh, I'm so happy that didn't happen.
And then they would go up against AJ and Almost of a wrestler,
Almost.
and at Extreme Rules to kind of preserve that title match until Goldberg comes back. I think that's probably they're going to have some kind of mixture of a tag team something. I don't think because they don't have a defined challenger for Lashley yet besides Goldberg, and he's not going to come back in Extreme Rules. Yeah. So he's either going to come back for Saudi or Royal Rumble. That'd be my guess. So they're holding for something for Bobby.
I think sooner or later, I've said this before. I feel like they're building up to that Lashley versus Roman combining the titles thing. The two monster heels.
Might be right.
It just seems like it. Like they're both dominating everybody, and when you have those two guys that can't be beat, sooner or later you have that money match where they have to fight each other.
I mean, it would be a great match. I think it would be a really great match. Honestly, I do like Bobby a lot more in this position. They have.
Yeah, I mean, this is the best version of Bobby Lashley we've seen.
Yeah, and actually, if you kind of another good thing that they did too is they booked him with the Stone Cold Sessions. So it kind of gave him that back. You get that real background of Bobby Lashley.
Oh, I didn't watch that one yet.
It's really good. He actually was when he was training for the Olympics. He actually tore his meniscus in a bank during a bank robbery. He wasn't a bank robber, obviously.
Yeah.
But there was somebody
combine them.
There was somebody robbing the bank, and he tore his meniscus. During the bank robbery. Yeah, so those are really good, interesting stories.
Well, I love any Stone Cold Broken Skull sessions. They are great.
Yeah, they are good. Yeah, Survivor Series would be where it's at probably if they were to do something like that. It would
Night of Champions. Let's combine all the belts.
I'm here for it.
Let's get rid of the brand split once and for all.
Yeah. I'm here for it.
Let's make things better. Let's cut Raw down to 2 hours.
Cut Raw down to 2 hours. Leave SmackDown. I'd say put SmackDown on Thursday night.
Nick Khan, call me up. I'll gladly come in and be a booker. I'll tell you, I'll work for the first 3 months for free, and if the ratings don't go up, fire me. No pay. I'm telling you, I'll improve your ratings. I'll make the show better. And let me tell you, when I say like we're building from the ground up, I'm tearing everything down. Everything. And I will build it back up.
Yeah.
So I've keep mentioning this on a debate show. You're trying to...
That's what I thought too.
That's awesome, Nick. That is so true. I could build WWE and make it entertaining again. It's like, listen, if Tony Khan could go do what he can do with his billions, I don't have the billions, but let me in there. Let me in.
Whoa. Is that a foreshadowing of something that you would do? Bring back Bray,
Oh, I wish we could bring back Bray. But hey, do I wish anymore? I could see guys I like not being used properly in WWE, or see guys I like go to AEW and be used properly.
Right.
Like, listen, it hurts me. I was thinking about this the other day. I'm in a 40-year relationship with the WWE. 40 years is like 95% of my life.
I'm 30 years in, so
yeah, I mean, you get it. It's a hard relationship to get over. Like, it's like when you're in that relationship with someone, and yet it's toxic, but you can't pull yourself away because that love is always going to be there. That's how I feel about WWE. But there's someone new now. There's someone sweeter. And she does things that I haven't seen in a while. Like brings back CM Punk. She's got me all excited again. That excitement I haven't felt in forever.
Oh,
but yet that old love is like, and I don't want to separate myself from that old love because it's what I loved. But then I look over here and it's like, whoa, man, this could pull me back in.
Look in my eyes. eyes.
So,
what do you see?
I mean, so I'm in a two-way relationship right now. Don't tell either one because I'm not leaving AEW, but I don't want WWE to feel bad either. Was that? I mean, guys, tell me, was that a terrible comparison?
No, you're right. You're spot on. You're spot on right there. Boney Khan and the stable are greater than Bruce.
We got to Boney Khan. You guys need to start. We need to get a hashtag trending like the staple to run WWE.
Yeah,
she does things. I haven't felt that in a while.
That's not all you. That's not all you spit whenever you're on with AEW.
AEW doesn't spit. All right. Hey, listen. I changed my ringtone to Cult of Personality when I was in Chicago. And every time I hear it now, I get happy. And if it's a spam call, I don't even care. I don't pick it up. I just listen to Cult of Personality a little more. Wow, I got jokes in my head, and I'm trying not to go there because I don't want to be too bad. But I think we covered them a little bit. No. I pretty much covered it. I covered it when I said AEW doesn't spit. Use your imagination.
They John Swallow.
Oh my gosh. Okay, J-Bone. Let's rate the show, and everybody watching this and last week's was definitely the rated R Raw recap. There you go. The rated R. That's the quadruple R's, baby. Quadruple R's. You never know what you're gonna get from the staple. I'm telling you, we're more entertaining than Raw.
It's true.
It's true. It's true. I mean, who doesn't love this face? And Vince, if you hire me, I could use a job. So just putting that out there. I could definitely Staple needs a hashtag Staple needs a job.
Get Staple a job.
So let's rate the show.
2 stars. 2 stars.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say 2.
See, we're on the same plane here, Tommy.
Yeah, the dude from that thing 2.3. Okay, I get that.
Yeah,
Tyson, I think you watched a different Raw. Like I said, I don't want to say it was terrible tonight because it was different. And there's something about it. It's less bad when it's at least different than the same thing every week. So right. I mean, Tyson.
Well, they had me up until after the triple threat, and then it just went downhill from there. So
yeah, the triple. Yeah. I mean, Tyson's the type of dude that gives that hot girl a 7 when she's really a 4. I'm kidding, Tyson. I'm kidding. He's just, I listen. I still love my WWE, but love is blind. I can't give it a higher rating than it deserves. Right. So, what? This Raw 82 out of 10 stars.
Wow.
Is that what he's saying? Nick, you just woke up. You might be groggy. It's so early there. He
just smoked some style and grace.
The dude from that thing, he's stealing Mike Bellcaster's term there, the drizzling shits.
It was drizzling shits, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't drizzling. It was. No,
it was just shits. Like I said, tonight, let's compare it on my shit scale. It wasn't water or explosive diarrhea. It was loose stool.
Yeah, we had a form turd or two in there, so.
I know you did, Nick. I know you did. If I listen, I almost just woke up. No, I mean, listen, I slept so much this weekend. I got to get out of this funk. I was sleeping 14 hours a night and then falling asleep early again. But you know what? Life happens, right? And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. What's this? What's your wrestling crush? Mine are Paige, Liv Morgan, Tony Storm. I don't know who Gigi Dolan is. Let's see who Gigi Dolan is.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it is either.
Let's look her up. We'll show a picture of her. Who's your wrestling?
My wrestling crush. I don't know if I really have one, to be honest with you.
None?
I'm going to go back old school.
When do you write? Moolah?
What?
I said Moolah?
No, Moolah.
Oh. I got a picture of her.
Not that far back. I'm gonna say Lita would be my wrestling crush.
Oh, that's not a bad one. Oop, did I share the wrong page or did I share the right page? Oh, I shared the wrong page. Oops. Hold on. Let me share the right page. I'm supposed to be sharing pictures, not 100 pictures, one big one, so you could kind of get a look at her.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean, she's signed to WWE, so we won't be seeing that pose.
No.
Ever again.
Yeah.
Who are my wrestling crushes? I'm trying to think. What's your okay, we got next. Xavier versus AJ looks like WWE Universe Motive 2000. It wasn't terrible. I mean, Xavier put on a solid match. That's a hardcore Holly saying. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I credit it to Mike Bellcaster. That was so many years ago, hardcore Holly. I'm trying to think of my wrestling crush, and I can't even really think of one. That's so weird. I mean, I'm not complaining about Liv Morgan. You know?
Yeah, no, I mean she's not bad. You know.
No.
Not bad at all.
No. Oh, you want to know mine? Okay, I just thought of a couple. Okay, how could I not say Alexa Bliss? Duh. But if you know who Quinn McKay is from Ring of Honor.
Oh, yeah.
Go check out her Instagram. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. Check out her Instagram. How did I forget that? It's my favorite Instagram account. Mm-hmm. Oh, why is it? It's telling me there's new comments, but they're not coming up. So I don't know if there's really new comments.
Oh, Tyson says, oh, I can see the comments on over here. Tyson says Tori Wilson. The bunny is up there.
Ooh, the bunny. Oh, yeah, we're getting some good now. Oh, yeah, the bunny
is nice.
Yeah. Up there. And his wife, Penelope Ford, is that her name? Yeah. Mickey James. Yeah, Mickey James is a great one.
Yeah.
If you haven't, I mean, this is a PG show, but Mickey James Lake Show, you Google that all together. I'm not saying what happens.
Goddamn, pal.
I mean,
freak out. Nobody freak out.
Listen, and congrats to Mickey James for what she's done this past weekend with Empower. Put on a very good show. Chelsea Green wound up winning the
Battle Royal.
The Battle Royal. She got the shot the next night, and Chelsea Green is all over the place, man. She is taking notes from her fiance over there. I mean, what a great mind.
And they're doing it right.
Yeah,
they're doing it right, man. But they're both
Cardona. You know, you could say what you want about Cardona, but say one thing is he's got a mind for this business and does things when other people aren't. He got himself over in WWE years ago. He's got indies talked about more than they've ever been in their life. The casual fans were talking about indies.
Right.
So Mickey James has been in and out of the locker. Whoa! I don't know what you're talking about, Nick Storm.
Gotcha, pal.
I guess that will wrap it up. Boney, plug yourself just doesn't sound right.
Well, hey,
Bone.
You can find me at Coming Down the Aisle on Instagram, _aisle. Help out the folks in the New Orleans area, hurricane Ida, my home state. I was lucky enough to avoid that because I thought I was not going to be here tonight. So I thought I was not going to have power. So I'm lucky to be here. So, if you can help out those that are in need in the New Orleans area, and in the Lake Charles, Louisiana area, Hurricane Laura from last year was still devastating them. So help those folks out. So that's it.
Doing what down the aisle? All right. We got to start censoring Nick. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. You know where to find all of our stuff. I hope you're subscribed here. I hope you like it. I hope you have notifications turned on. Has anybody gone back and left a comment yet for me when we're done with these videos? Has anybody done that yet? Because you never know if I see one who might just get a prize. I'm just saying.
Hey.
Have you left us reviews for our podcast yet? Because they help so much. I'm begging you guys. You support us so much. Help us. We want to grow. And you know what? We want you to come. We want to take you with us because we know who was here in the beginning. We know. Oh, another crush, Chris Statlander. Yeah, she's so awesome.
She's awesome.
Yes, you too, Nick. I can't wait for Wednesday, buddy, and Sunday too. All right, guys. I think that's it for tonight. Please support us. Please, follow us. Do all the good stuff. The Turnbuckle.tavern.com. I think J-Bone has something else to say.
Yeah. What I was just going to say, don't forget Thursday night, hanging out at the Tavern.
6:30. Then we got Fig Night coming up shortly after that ends around 8 o'clock. We do have a confirmed special guest. I don't know if it's been announced yet, so I won't say who it is yet. But stay tuned. I'm sure we'll announce it on social media really soon. We already know our guest for next week. It's going to be for Fig Night. I mean, Fig Night is rocking and rolling, so make sure you're following us and you make sure you tweet about it. Make sure you let people know to come watch. And NWA Nickhausen World Order, NWA. I love the Danhausen, the Nickhausen World Order. That's pretty funny. I got to meet the Danhausen. I need to get him on the sessions.
Yes.
So, all right, guys. That's it for us tonight. Thank you for joining us. Have a great week. We'll see you again tomorrow. Check out tomorrow night. I might be popping on live with the Fan Spotlight with I don't know where he was tonight. That's it. Love, peace, and wrestling.